Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Game Misconduct podcast. My name is Tony.
I'm Landon.
I'm John.
And yeah, we're Game Misconduct. Alan Free this week.
Yep.
Alan Free.
Alan went away to a mystical land.
Alan has missed so many fucking podcasts. I mean,
he hates the podcast.
Yeah.
It's his
I missed
least
one.
favorite. No.
You guys have all been here, haven't you?
Yeah,
you?
John and I have been
In all
100%
Have I?
attendance. Yeah, you haven't missed one yet.
I think so.
Wow.
You're doing good, John.
Thanks.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact that we both live in the same city.
Area?
Probably.
And you can get here in like 10 minutes, and the rest of the guys have to travel
It takes me 45
an
minutes.
hour. Yeah, 45 minutes. So I mean,
Perfect attendance.
perfect attendance score. Get a stamp right here. Pink. I'm not going to do that editing wise. No.
Pink.
And I'm not going to put a stamp there on
Okay.
the screen. That would take
That's
too long. But yeah, Alan's away
So Alan's missed
on a mission trip.
three?
No,
Three now?
I haven't been counting. He might have.
One, two.
Is it-
Elijah. Us.
Yeah.
Three. Yeah.
Yeah,
Three.
so thanks for being here, Alan. We miss you. No, he's in Florida? Some part of Florida?
Damn it. All the hell.
Somebody's got a ringtone
It's
on.
my phone. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're getting used to it at this point in
Oh,
the Game
good.
Misconduct podcast. But it's okay. We are living people. We have outside lives besides the podcast.
No, we don't.
Yeah. I catch John in the corner and say, it's podcast time. You're going to keep your 100% attendance.
It's like Westworld. I wake up every day and we do
the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be horrible?
It would.
Landon hasn't watched that show, so
No, I have no idea what
he
you're
has
talking
no idea what that reference is. But anyways, you know what else is really cool?
Shout out to Nestle Life.
Nestle Life?
No,
Yeah,
Nestle
Nestle Life
Life.
is pretty cool, but you
Yeah.
know what else is pretty cool?
What?
You can download
God,
this
please
podcast
stop.
on any of the major
You think you're
podcasting
funny?
websites
You think you're really
besides Spotify. You can also, if you're listening to the podcast, come see our glorious faces. John's cage free right now
funny? Cage free.
over at youtube.com/game misconduct, all one word. In the words of the one guy that's not here right now,
In the words of Alan Morse.
Alan Morse. How's everybody doing this week? Everybody been doing okay? I haven't
Good.
really seen you guys.
Yes, I have so many games to play.
What have you been playing?
Well, I have the BioShock collection. I beat BioShock 1. I still got 2 and Infinite, the piece of shit that it is, to play. I've got Skyrim to replay and waste more of my life in. And I've got Dishonored 2.
Oh,
So,
I figured you'd be all up in that Dishonored too once you got it.
well, it's a mixed bag for me, Tony. It is a mixed bag.
Uh-oh. Is it all because the voice acting like you
No.
referenced, or-
The voice acting is irritating to some extent. It's okay. But they dramatically increased the level size, and with that, they dramatically increased the amount of guards that are everywhere.
Oh, no.
And then they
Like, it's
dramatically
annoying.
decreased the amount of sleep darts you can carry. And I was always more of a low chaos kind of guy, so I was going to just play Corvo. I played Corvo because I played, whatever. I was going to do Emily as my
You
second
weren't going to kill
playthrough.
anybody, basically.
Yeah. Well, they kind of just retooled Corvo to be like the murderous revenge type killer, and Emily's more of the stealth stealth
I feel
character.
like it'd be the other way around. I figure she would be more vengeance.
Yeah, because I want my throne back from this
Yeah.
bitch that stole it, but whatever.
Spoiler!
That literally happens in the first 5 minutes of the game, so there you go, John. But yeah,
You
so
killed my mommy!
basically what if so I've just been kind of like, and they spaced out a lot of, they added in a crafting system for bone charms, and like I don't want to do crafting.
I saw some weird stuff, like the weird hand movements that you do whenever you're like doing like curses or whatever in that game. It looks really creepy.
I've not, maybe Emily does that.
Yeah, it's
'cause
Emily. Like I see
'cause
her hands like spazzing out, and she's like
Corvo does
lifting people
does
up.
not
and,
do that at all.
Yeah. I'm excited to play it, but you're really not selling it.
It is a good game, but it is. I guess I should have played Emily because like I said, I am more of a stealth character type person, and because they retooled Corvo to be more of a go in and murder everything character, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I think you would like Deus Ex if you like Dishonored, because it's kind of similar in the fact that you get to choose what you want to do, whether you want to kill somebody. I did the pacifist achievement.
Did we talk about that on the podcast? That like those developers
Yeah,
all
we
came
did last week. So it's like the same thing.
Yeah, what's interesting is that it's like some of the old Thief developers were all the same thing, but there's certain locked doors in like BioShock, Dishonored, I think something in Deus Ex, and they all are 0451.
Oh,
That's the code for like some of the first locked doors you ever get into.
I saw there's an
0451.
achievement for that. In
And
Deus
that
Ex, I
is,
think.
what that's a reference to? It's actually a reference to Fahrenheit 451 by
Really?
Ray Bradbury.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, because one of the achievements is like enter a classic code on the very first terminal in the game for Deus Ex. So I'm gonna have to do that when I go back
back and
again
do
and
it.
play it. What have you been playing this week, Johnny? I think I know the answer.
Final
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. It's not that.
Johnny brought that over, and that game actually looks pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy fan. I liked Kingdom Hearts more than anything, but it had a very large Kingdom Hearts vibe to it in terms of the combat and stuff.
Yeah, that's
and
how
weirdness.
It plays. It plays very Kingdom Hearts-ish.
The boss battle was dope. We fought this big ass Titan giant.
Yep,
that was awesome.
It was
Titan
fun.
giant.
It was fun. It still got, its quirks.
How many hours is that game?
How many hours is it?
Yeah.
I've seen people put 100 hours into it.
Holy shit!
But
So
I don't know.
God, I want to play it now too, but that's just too many games.
I've put 20 hours into it, and I'm still chapter 5 just because I go and do
How many chapters are there?
13 or 14.
Okay, fuck, great.
Yeah.
Because I just
flew
want to
through
go.
one of the chapters though while he was here. He did 2 chapters while he was here.
Yeah.
So are those chapters short, or does it's certain ones kind of?
I don't know. There was a
longer
lot of
than others?
stuff that I went back yesterday. All I did was side quests. That's all I did.
It's an open world,
Yeah.
a huge map for at least for Final Fantasy.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Load times are kind of annoying though. From what I
Yeah,
was
that's
seeing.
really
I
about
wasn't
the
digging
only
that.
thing. But once you get past the load screen, you're pretty much good for the rest of your playthrough.
Good to go. Yeah, it looked fun. I'm probably gonna pick it up at some point once I finish all my games. I finished Deus Ex this week, and I want to finish the Battlefield campaign. I'm on the 3rd one now. I did the 2nd one, which is the...
I also have Battlefield that I need to download.
Yeah, you do have Battlefield, and it's good. Shout out to the new statue on the Game Misconduct. Audio
so
listeners,
orange.
come look at it. YouTube.com/Game Misconduct, all one word. Was that fast enough?
Yeah.
But Battlefield campaign's really cool. The last one I did was the airplane campaign, and it was epic at the end. I'm talking running on top of a blimp that is exploding that you just crashed into.
Yeah, Titanfall has a mission like that. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Cool.
You're jumping from airship to airship while they're trying to chase something.
The platforming interests me in Titanfall. I can't wait to play that. That's on Christmas, which is coming up here pretty soon.
Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat.
It is. You gonna sing the rest of the song?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, I forgot to disclose at the beginning of the episode, but this is episode number 9.
Nine.
No.
Nine. But let's do a little quick weekly recap of the
week
videos
in
that
review.
came out this past week. We started off the week and finished off the Tron Deadline series, which was spectacular.
Mm-hmm. Spectacular.
By the end of that, we were full delirious
Like you said,
mode.
Tron Deadline series.
Tron Deadline. Sorry, Grand Theft Auto, not Tron. I just call it Tron. I can't help it. It's just it is
Tron.
what it is.
It's Tron.
Just like all the rest of those videos, those were fun. They were pretty cool. There was a really good Landon impersonation by yours truly, and then a really hurtful Alan comment.
Alan was just like, I'm glad Landon's not here. I'm glad you're not here, Alan, you piece of shit.
It was rough. I was like, because I'm being playful, and I'm like, oh, jeez.
Yeah,
because he said it so calm.
Yeah, I'm glad Landon's not here. Fucking asshole. Go watch that if you want to see me get insulted.
Yeah, I put the time marks in the comments so you can see it.
Like your thing was what were you saying? You're saying
fucking hell, Alan.
Yeah, because that's what I screamed
You're
at him.
a piece of shit,
in the
Alan.
first Badland, I was like,
Yep.
it's the A button, Alan, and that's what you were mocking me for, which is a totally fair thing to do because I have a very shrill voice when I yell. But Alan just being like, yeah, I'm glad he's not here.
It was mean.
It was like this
very
truthful. It
came from the heart.
Yeah, he was really glad.
But yeah, go see that if you want to see Alan's true feelings towards Landon. And then we did Thursday was our 3rd Dungeon Nightmare. And that one was terrifying. I remember when I was editing it, I took a really quick clip and put it in the chat, and it's just pure terror from Landon and I, Landon screaming, I love that series. And it's kind of, some people watch
What fucking
it.
sucked is because I heard it coming. When it started happening, I was like, "There's footsteps! There's footsteps!" And it just screamed.
And it was right behind us. Go watch it. It's worth a watch. All those I think are. First one probably is the slowest out of all of them. But once you get to the second one and we figure out what we're doing, we also figured out that the candles do nothing.
Yeah, do jack shit.
Still don't know what the candles do, except light up the place, which
For
you really don't
15
need.
seconds,
15 seconds you can see pretty well. But so we did that one on Thursday, and then Friday was our last Mario retro for a while. We had a little bit of a dip in views on those. When we first did those, they were pretty strong. Some people watched it, and then towards the end we were kind of like, not many people were watching. But this week there's a special retro series coming out, and so we'll transition into the upcoming footage / videos of the week.
I kind of forgot we did those.
A lot of the upcoming videos. Yeah, we started just recently doing that. We're going to start off obviously with the podcast, and then Tuesday I think we'll do the Resident Evil demo that we recorded the other day. I have another series that John and I did that I haven't incorporated yet. We'll probably do that next week. So we'll do the Resident Evil this week just because it's so fresh in terms of demo drops.
So fresh and so clean.
Even though that demo came out like 5 months ago for the PlayStation, it just came out on Xbox. So
and we were like pretty much doing like the basic E3 playthrough.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was still fun. It was very creepy. I mean, we had all the lights off in here and
it was pretty creepy.
It was creepy. And then we'll decide what Thursday will be because honestly we haven't recorded yet. I'm assuming it's going to be another Dungeon Nightmare.
Yeah.
Because Landon and I
this is going to be a horror week, I guess.
Yeah, and I that's kind of what I said in the demo. You'll see. I'm just like, what is with the month of December? It's like all these horror games. We could do the Krampus one that's on Steam as well.
Oh,
I'm
great.
thinking about that.
That sounds wonderful.
But so you guys got that, and then the special new retro series is. Anybody know?
I know what it is.
I do.
What is it?
You were humming the theme song.
It is Super Star Wars. We recorded Super Star Wars back way before we started back up again. It was like one of the very first.
That was even before we had like the retro intro done.
Yeah, we had no brand. And we knew that we wanted to do it, and then it was all Alan's brainchild. And we keep referencing that inside. And we're like, we're supposed to play the whole game? What?
Yeah.
So I will say I cut that one a little short because there is a level that we were stuck on for like 20 minutes. Do you remember that level?
I do.
Fucking sandcrawler.
Oh, yeah. So I stopped right where we're about to go into the sandcrawler. So you'll see in the video.
That's a bullshit.
That was a terrible level. And it's a good video because it's very nostalgia-based. We start talking about Star Wars in general and what it did for our childhood and whatnot. So.
And then, it goes perfect with Rogue One.
Yeah, because Rogue One, I mean, it's leading into A New Hope and all that. Which, by the way, what was it that Mon Mothma said about the plans? A lot of Bothan.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that that's what this movie was supposed to be back, but she said that in Return of the Jedi. She was talking about the second Death Star. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so that's why they're not Bothans. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Bothans are like little alien creatures. That would be a weird movie if it was nothing but alien creatures running around. That's why you have
a Bothan spy.
Whatever her name is. I'm excited for that movie. I don't know if I'll see this one. Yeah, Jen also.
It looks good.
It does look good. But yes, you can always go watch all of those previous videos and the upcoming videos over at YouTube.
It's really bad because we used to when you're talking like when Mon Mothma said, my mind immediately went to the bad lip reading of Star Wars. And like Mon Mothma comes in, she's like, I just want to let everyone know that my emotional state is kind of bad or something like that. I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, Mon Mothma? Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's totally what she said. Nothing about the bottom. No, I'm not. You're really big on this bad lip reading thing.
Holy really shit, I love them. They're great.
I used to watch them when we lived together with you. That's like the only times I watched them. So. But yeah, that's some fun stuff upcoming and previously. So we're going to work on some more Let's Plays to finish out the rest of the year. We're going to have to get together and figure out our schedule for around Christmas time because my house is going to be in op for that whole weekend. So we might have an early podcast come Christmas week. So it might not even be relevant topic-wise. But that's awesome.
Yes.
Glad you guys are here. So the main topics of the day, we sat down.
It's fucking movie trailer madness.
Yeah, let's go in order here, though.
Tony started doing this. He started doing this.
I was
movie trailer.
Movie trailers. Yes, I'm getting excited.
Reactions, because we learned that's the thing to say in all of our podcast titles to get dislikes on our videos.
Yeah. Watch us react to this reaction of our reactions.
That's good. Let's put it in the title. Alan, watch us react. So we're going to start off with Guardians of the Galaxy because that literally that came out 5 minutes after we concluded our last podcast. We're like, wonderful. We should have just, like Alan said, sat down and gone back upstairs and
did a quick little thing.
Did a quick
addendum, but whatever.
We don't do those. Yeah, we haven't officially set those up. Maybe next year. But right now, we'll react to it. So what did you guys think of the trailer?
I fucking loved it.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was good. It's going to be amazing.
It reaffirmed how much we love Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep. Didn't we talk about the teaser at one point on here? So we don't have to spend so much time on it. But, I mean,
you saw a new Guardian, supposedly. The whatever Mantis her name is, I think. But Baby Groot looks amazing.
It's amazing, dude. So. You know they're going to have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if they were going to do that with this movie or not. Like I know that they... Are you getting a phone call over there, John?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to get phone calls, John. I love you. Just kidding. But yeah, I didn't know if they were going to do the Baby Groot thing for the entire movie, but I think I'm going to really dig it.
Yeah, especially if it's like the part where he's like pointing at the bomb explosion.
I'm Groot.
Push the button.
I'm Groot.
He's like, no, do it again. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
No. Marvel's knocking it out of the park with those movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, they're giving it to what's his name?
James Gunn.
James Gunn. He's got like full directive control, and they're letting him do his thing, and that's awesome. Like, I don't think they do that with their other series. Kind of with the Captain America series a little bit, but they still worked in their Marvel bullshit. Check out Spider-Man. Check out this next movie coming up, Black Panther. Boom. But Guardians is kind of like a movie of its own. I mean, it kind of references the Infinity Stones, but that's about it.
Yep.
So I'm excited. I don't remember what we won't do our predictions again because I think we did our Rotten Tomato score in the teaser.
Yeah,
So
I was like 95%.
I'm going to say whatever my prediction was, I'm going to go higher. And I don't remember what it was because we never...
It looks great.
It looks better than that teaser trailer.
Guardians of the Galaxy, best Marvel movie ever. So, high expectations all around.
Yep.
Very high. Let's transition to our next trailer.
Another Marvel movie?
Let's save that one for last because
Okay.
I got to hit my metering timer, and that one might go a little long. War for the Planet of the Apes. Now, you two haven't seen...
I've seen the first one, didn't see the second one.
And you haven't seen any of them.
Nope.
From just watching this trailer, what did you think?
It looks all right.
Looks all right?
Yeah.
You're kind of confused?
Confused.
Like confused?
Don't know what's going
Does
on.
Does it look cool?
A little bit. I'm still kind
Looks
of
a little bit cool.
Little bit
I
cool?
don't know. I'm kind of. I've kind of been
all
on
over the place.
Yeah, I've been on the fence about watching those for a while, just because I don't know.
I will say this.
It is an odd.
Don't judge the series on the first movie. The first movie's kind of mixed. Some people love it. I loved it, and some people hate it. It's very much let's just start it off and let's see if this works.
Yeah.
And then give the second movie your all. At least give it a shot, because the second movie just took that franchise, and it shows with how well it did with the box office and all that, and review wise, it just took it to another level. It's just story wise, and in terms of like visual effects, it's next to none. Like Andy Serkis is insane in that movie, like ridiculous.
He's definitely the king of mocap.
Oh my god, he could. I thought he should have gotten nominated for that movie. He was so good in it. Caesar. But yeah, so what did you think? You've seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Mm-hmm. What did you think of that trailer? Is it enough to stir your curiosity, or
not enough for me to go see it in theaters?
Yeah, no. Well, and I mean,
the thing about the Planet of the Apes franchise has never like pulled my interest too far, because it's always kind of seemed it's a little hokey, and that's coming from someone that's really strange for me, because I love really hokey movies like giant monster movies. Yeah. So
I figured you'd be all over those movies back.
Yeah,
then.
they're just,
they were kind of boring movies as kids, though.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't a show. Was it not a show at one point?
I think at one point it was a show.
Yeah,
the very first one was a movie, though.
But so I even watched like there was a failed reboot of Planet of the Apes. Wasn't there?
With Mark Wahlberg.
Yes,
that was so bad.
That was terrible.
You
and
know
then I watched
who? Tim Burton.
Of course. Well, okay, that makes.
He's really good at rebooting franchises.
Yeah, he's great. He's really great.
That's when he started losing.
But yeah, I'd watch it if it was in front of me.
Okay.
If that makes it like
you should sit down and watch.
If it came on TV, or if I went to someone's house and like, we're gonna watch this, be like, okay, sure.
You'd be pleasantly surprised. I would say.
I'll watch this if it's in front of me.
In front of me. Me as a fan, I am super stoked. I watched that trailer. I'm like, yes, because when I watched that last one, I was just like full on like raging boner for the Planet of the Apes franchise. I was just so excited, and this one looks cool. I mean, I like the idea of finding out how the planet was overrun and taken by the apes.
That's interesting to me, so I feel like I'd watch it.
The whole resistance thing, I didn't understand quite. Like, one of them was Caesar talking, and then it was the resistance human fighters talking, and then at one point, like, the humans and a giant gorilla were working together shooting at something. So I have no idea where the factions are.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that. I mean, where it left off, there were some divided humans that didn't want to attack the apes in the last movie. But where it left off, I mean, they kind of went off and they're like, we're going to go do our own thing again. It was very much not a story about them fighting humans, more like the struggle amongst the apes, like the alphas. You had Caesar, and I forget what the other guy's name was.
Some giant gorilla, I'm sure.
No, he looked just like him. He was actually in the first movie. He had a scar on his face.
Really broad, yeah.
He was one of the ones that they were working on in the facility. So he hates humans. So he wants to kill all humans. And Caesar's kind of like in that like, you know, they're not all terrible, but they are pretty bad. Like they don't like us. So that was really what the second one was about. But this one looks like Caesar's just full on pissed now. He's just like I gave you guys a shot. It's over. I'm gonna kill you all. And that's pretty much the vibe I get from that movie.
For me, the giant, the big ape movie that I want to see is Kong.
I haven't watched that trailer yet.
Holy shit!
I need to sit down and watch. When did they come out with that trailer?
It's been a while now.
Were we even doing the podcast
no,
then?
we weren't.
Okay.
I don't think it's a teaser more of anything.
That's got
But it's because they're setting up for a Godzilla vs King Kong movie.
Are
again.
you serious?
Yeah.
Now, did they announce Godzilla 2 yet?
Yes, they have
Bryan
announced
Cranston
it.
coming back.
No, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah,
He's being
he's going to come back
he's
for
gonna be
like 5
reborn
minutes.
as,
He's a ghost or something.
Yeah, he's going to be a monster. He's going to transform. They're going to do like the Zod treatment from Batman vs Superman. No. Yeah, I loved the Godzilla movie. It was kind of slow, though. It took forever to get going.
It did take a while, but like when they finally got Godzilla out there with the two monsters fighting.
God, that part
cool.
where he just ripped his mouth open
Yeah.
and vomited in it with his little fucking mouth beam.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was
So,
amazing.
It was a great movie.
So that's what they're setting it up for. So yeah, if I'm gonna watch an ape movie, it's gonna be that one.
I'm curious as to what and I'm going to look it up real quick because I want you guys to give your judgments as a non-fan / what you see in terms of the trailer, what you think it'll get on Rotten Tomatoes. But let's look at what the other one's got. So we're going to type in Planet of the Apes here. Very exhilarating.
Very exhilarating.
You want to guess how much the Mark Wahlberg film got?
50%.
45%, right in the middle.
Well,
you guys are right. That movie was horrible. The original Planet of the Apes, 90%. So let's get into the rebooted series. Rise of the Planet of the Apes got an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. Certified fresh. Boom. And then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was sitting at about a 90.
Wow.
So the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes really tops the first one so much because there's no James Franco in it. I hate James Franco. It also has Gary Oldman in it, who makes every movie.
I love
awesome.
Gary Oldman.
So after hearing those two reviews, you know the first two movies are pretty well received. They're written pretty well.
Probably get upwards of 80.
I would think so too. Because third movies are kind of tough.
Yep.
I'm gonna put my stamp on it at about an 85. Is my prediction. You, not knowing anything, John, where would you put it?
80.
First one's 82, second one's 90. 86. Lando?
I'm not going to give a thing. It's going to be upwards of 80.
Okay, he's going to say in the range of 80. So we're going
It's going to be higher
we need
than
to start
80.
fact checking ourselves. What do we have? We have Assassin's Creed.
Emily actually said she was going to start doing that for us.
Good.
She wasn't going to go back and do it all like the older ones.
Okay.
So we'll have to do that ourselves. But she said that if she
From
watched
this point forward,
she was going to.
Thanks, Emily. That's so sweet of you.
Help out.
Cool. Yeah, because we got one coming up. Assassin's Creed in a couple weeks.
Gonna suck,
we
but
put our predictions up, and now there was an international trailer that nobody in here watched.
Doesn't matter.
I'm somewhat positive about that movie based on the cast.
You're gonna get put in the Animus. It looks blue or orange.
The Animus parts when he's like back in time look good.
Yeah.
The parts when it's
Like an assassin? You don't think that looks good?
Yeah, no, it does. But that's the part that looks good.
I think the present time stuff looks bad.
Really? I don't
They have
know.
like the in this last trailer they have the council of the people from Abstergo, and it's like the fucking Illuminati, and Michael Irons is the main guy leading it, talking about what they're doing. It was creepy. And then they transition into the whole Animus stuff. Like, you got to watch the trailer, man. It looked decent. It looked like they have a story going together on it. Now, I will say some of the clips I've watched from it, the stuff in the Animus, he's not speaking English. He's speaking whatever they were Spanish back in the day. So that's a nice little touch. They didn't do that in the games.
Spanish Inquisition, isn't it?
Yeah, Spanish Inquisition. So, and he's the only
Not
other
Dragon Age
assassin,
Inquisition.
to use a bow and arrow.
English. They were totally speaking English because there was a time like they were running along like trying to save a boy for some reason in one of the trailers, and they're like, "Save the boy!" They were screaming in English. What are you talking about?
I just watched a clip recently.
I
Is
thought
the
it had it at
carriage
the bottom.
sequence? Yeah, the carriage sequence. They were speaking in Spanish.
All right, fine, sure, okay, you're right.
I don't know. I watched it. It was at the Game Awards or whatever.
The carriage sequence looks dumb. Like
It looks like an Assassin's Creed game.
They're in
parkour.
All right, so they're in Spain.
Yeah.
So where the fuck in Spain do they have a giant gorge like the Grand Canyon?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know Spain that well. There's got to be one.
I don't know.
I mean, they probably filmed on location.
It's just... Ugh.
I'm going to go up there and hit the meter and timer. Keep telling them how much you love Assassin's Creed.
He just looked straight at me. I was like, I'm not talking about this at all. I don't know. I guess I kind of want it to do well because I like the series as a game franchise, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's just going to be like a very niche audience.
We'll see. Yeah, they're not expecting large numbers for this movie. I mean, it'll probably not make 50 million first weekend. So.
It's probably better than Warcraft.
I think it's going to be better than
Warcraft.
I think it'll be better than any of the other video game released movies up until this point because there's actual
Hitman series.
Like they're actually working with Ubisoft, like producing the movie.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Ubisoft helped produce Hitman.
Ubisoft didn't do Hitman.
Ubisoft does do Hitman.
They do. Square Enix does. Square Enix Montreal does.
Yeah.
And Eidos.
All right.
Hitman was.
I'm really fucking terrible right now. I don't know. My brain's just not working. I guess.
And have they axed that Watch Dogs thing that they were going to plan on doing? I know they were going to make a movie. They're like, we're partnering with Sony to make a Watch Dogs movie.
You see this bullshit that Vivaldi is trying to buy out slowly but surely Ubisoft. So you know Vivaldi? Oh my god, they're a French conglomerate.
Okay.
I fucking cannot speak. Like, they're just words are not working. They're a French conglomerate.
There you go.
That they actually owned Activision for quite some time, and Activision had to buy themselves out from under it. Well, right now, Vivendi. That's the
Vivendi.
They're like they just bought more shares. They're now like a 23% stake in Ubisoft, and if they get up to a 30% stake, French law tells them that they have to offer a buyout. And so that's what. And if they buy them out, like Vivendi, just apparently everyone hates it. Ubisoft is really pissed off that they're trying to buy all these shares, but you know they're open. They're on the stock exchange, so they can't stop them from buying shares. So, yeah.
Would that be bad things for Ubisoft?
Oh, yeah. That would be very bad for Ubisoft. Because Activision was on the brink of dying, basically, when it was owned by Vivendi. And they bought themselves out from under it, and suddenly they're like
the biggest publisher in games.
If this happens, Vivendi's going to put its boot down in Ubisoft, and Ubisoft is going to be crushed underneath.
Because they're already struggling right now.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. Because I may not like Ubisoft, but I don't want to see another developer and publisher go under. So
and they have fun games.
They do.
I like their games.
Ghost Recon game looks cool.
Yeah, Ghost Recon has always been, but like
any of the Tom Clancy games are good. I hope we get another Splinter Cell.
Ghost Recon.
Oh, the Division.
They do the Far Cry games.
Yeah, Far Cry are pretty good.
Those are fun.
Far Cry was like the sleeper.
Far Cry 3 was okay.
I like 3. Blood Dragon, everybody loves Blood Dragon, so
I didn't mind Far Cry 3 at all.
But
4 and Primal can.
And I hear Watch Dogs 2 is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not selling because everybody hated the first one. But everything I'm hearing about Watch Dogs 2 is a good thing. So
just don't money or time to play.
Money or time. That's the thing right now.
Yeah, God.
I mean, I'm an adult now. I work in my video game time when I can, and it is what it is. But
one more trailer.
Assassin's Creed. Halfway thumbs up. How about that? We'll see. I'm excited. I'll see it. I will definitely see it. Probably not in theaters unless it comes out and it's like 95% on the Rotten Tomatoes. What? It's the best movie ever. Not gonna happen. All right. Yes. Our final trailer reactions is for Spider-Man Homecoming. Pew, 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 pew. Spider Blast, Spider Blast, Spider Blast. Where's the Spider-Man on the table? We don't have Spider-Man at all. Like,
Spidey-Man.
We all like Spider-Man, don't we?
Spidey-Man does whatever Spidey-Man can.
Do you guys like Spider-Man?
I like Spidey-Man.
Spider-Man? Who's a Spider-Man? Are you a Spider-Man fan, John? You're a Marvel boy, aren't you?
I am, but I don't...
Oh, look, there you go. Perfect.
I just...
Blast.
It's literally like... They're gonna make this movie and be like, nope, need a new Spider-Man, new Spider-Man.
By getting more, if it doesn't
didn't do well, new Spider-Man, do it again. I'm really tired of it. I felt that Andrew Garfield did a great job. Sure, he had some terrible screenplay.
Andrew Garfield was a great Spider-Man. It's just he got stuck in these writers that just sucked butt.
And he voiced his complaint and lost his job, and that's why they're doing this right now.
Sony doesn't know how to make a good movie anymore.
And I respect them for running over to the mouse himself, Mickey, and saying we can't do this anymore. We don't know what we're doing. And then they said, okay, well, let's do this.
Yep.
And I mean, this is definitely Kevin Feige. This looks like a Marvel movie. It fits into the universe.
Yeah.
It's just like, it looks like the style of every other Marvel movie. It looks a little bit better, I think, in terms of just...
I still hate his stupid eyes, but whatever.
I love the eyes, but
yeah.
that's a heated debate amongst...
I'm not a big fan of the eyes either.
Okay, that's fine. You guys can gang
big.
up on me. It's my Mass Effect. I understand.
I like Spider-Man. Don't get me... He's probably one of my favorite Marvel characters, but I don't like the eyes on the Spider-Man,
Okay.
but whatever.
Besides the eyes, I think they got the actor down.
They did the actor down.
Andrew Garfield, I will say, fantastic. Other than his Peter Parker was a little bit too pretty and a little bit too popular.
Yeah.
This one's completely different. They got the Brooklyn accent. Comes from Queens. Then he's super nerdy. It looks like him.
Queens
and his
and
friend.
Brooklyn are completely different.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know that?
Got the Queens accent,
Okay.
whatever. It sounds like a Brooklyn accent, though, right?
I
Isn't
don't
it
know.
all the same?
No.
Kind of in the same area?
Brooklyn is very, very...
You know New York better than me.
They're like, that's the... Forget about it. That's Brooklyn.
Well, he kind of
Yeah.
sounds like that.
Well,
You guys ain't Avengers or
Yeah.
whatever. I can't even do it.
Queen... I don't know. Queens... Like, Brooklyn and Queens, I think, are neighboring boroughs, so
Okay.
they might have some...
He's got that New Yorker.
Yeah,
accent.
there you go,
How about
New Yorker.
that? Definitely got that vibe. You haven't gotten that. Like, I think Andrew Garfield tried it, but he's just like, I'm British.
Well, isn't this guy
Tom
too?
Holland's British
guy's
as
too.
well.
What are these webs doing?
Webs. Oh, blimey. That was Australian.
That was definitely Australian. Oh, blimey.
But yeah, and then he's super nerdy. I mean, he's super small, but he's got that. He's fucking strong. You
Yeah.
could tell by the end of that trailer. But I think they're going the right way with the Spider-Man. We'll see.
With
I mean,
the Spider-Man.
with the Spider-Man, like you have to get him.
I
right.
liked the web...
the web
glide,
wings. Yeah, the web gliding wings. That was a nice little touch. Obviously,
I don't understand why he's in Washington, D.C. for any reason, but...
Yeah, I don't get that either. How did he end up there? That was
Watch
kind
a
of.
movie. Find out.
We will find out. And then who's playing the villain here? I forget his name for some reason. Michael Keaton.
Yep.
That's interesting. This is his first superhero movie since Batman. And if you watched the movie,
No, he did a quote-unquote superhero movie. I forget what it was called. It was like a artsy...
Oh, Birdman. That's what I
Yeah,
was going to talk about
Birdman,
next.
yeah.
Birdman was kind of a story about him.
Yeah.
Like having to let go of that old image of himself. It was a really weird movie. But it was basically about him playing Batman and then trying to still be an artist. And everybody always views him as, you're just Batman. Like, that's who you are. So for him to make it back into another superhero movie is pretty exciting. And Vulture, come on. We haven't
Vulture
seen him
is
yet.
a great villain from Spider-Man.
Like, they've tried all the other villains so far, and they've
Yeah.
all fallen flat, with the exception... I think Doc Ock was okay.
Doc Ock was good.
You didn't think Rhino did well for his 2 minutes on screen?
Rhino was terrible. Shut up. Honestly, I even liked Green Goblin from the first
Yeah,
Spider-Man
he was a
movie.
little weird. Those movies were so campy and
They're
weird.
campy, but I still like... This is like the same thing as like you can say like, I hate Batman 66. It's so campy. Well, that's the fucking point of it. It's fun. It's...
That's true. I mean, I enjoy them in their own right, except for 3 when
3 is terrible. 3 is just
Peter
pure
Parker
shit.
was doing his dancing and thrusting in the streets.
I have the Venom suit on. Fuck off.
He talked just like that the whole time. I get the Venom suit on. So yeah, and then Amazing Spider-Man. I thought the first Amazing Spider-Man was good. I like the whole the lizard and all that stuff. Like that was cool.
Lizard is a good villain too.
But they just didn't do that movie right. They had
No.
so many. They always try to do their own version. I hate it. They always try to do their own version of the superhero with like, oh, this is our universe. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Like these guys are like metahumans.
That is Suicide.
That's a DC.
What was it? What's Batman? Or Super? God damn it! Spider-Man's main villain's the Sinister Six.
Oh, the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Sinister Six. And, you know, Goblin's just weird. It's not the same Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
It's his son because you know what? That's what we're gonna do. Like I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And Amazing Spider-Man 2 was garbage. And the one thing that I thought was gonna be the most garbage out of it actually was the only good thing about it, and that was like Jamie Foxx's portrayal as Electro. Like he wasn't amazing, but he was better than half the other villains in the movie. Like they did play Harry Osborn was just weird by the end of it. And they're like, let's throw this in. Then the death of Gwen. Why not?
I really just want to see a good Venom on screen. Please give me a good Venom. The symbiote line of Spider-Man is just so
yeah, I mean,
great.
it's the most revered and the most known. Like, everybody knows about the Venom suit and the symbiote suit. Like, come on. Like, do it. Carnage, all that shit. Do it.
Yeah, I want to
But
see a symbiote.
you can't
I'd love
really,
to see
like-
that in a bigger Marvel
You can't,
thing,
like,
too.
jump into Spider-Man
you
and be
can't.
like, oh, let's do Venom now. Like, Vulture's a really
Yeah.
good starting
Yeah.
point. And that suit looks badass, man. What'd you think of that?
Vulture suit?
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
comes flying in with the big old wings, I'm like,
That was really
yes. A little bit better than the actual guy that just had the wings in the comics. He's like, flap.
the animated show.
You, Spider-Man.
Yeah, there was always an old guy. Well, they did pretty good with Michael Keaton as him because he's pretty old now. But
yeah, he's definitely not the same old Keaton. And then you got a little bit of Tony Stark, Iron Man action in there. It looks like at the end when they come flying in so they're gonna do a little team up. That's fun. Did they ever do that really in the comic books? I know they were like this, like really close after Civil War, and that's kind of what they did with this movie. But
kind of, I think.
It's cool to see them working together.
Yeah,
like seeing Spider-Man and Iron Man, pretty big faces for Marvel. Yeah. The only thing you can do next is get Wolverine in there, but they're gonna have to recast Wolverine soon. If keep him as a
full
face.
Fox still owns. They're not. Fox isn't gonna let him go, especially with now how Deadpool did and who plays Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds. Wants one last movie with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Oh hell yeah! You gotta get
Deadpool and Wolverine.
But the thing about Deadpool is you can incorporate the multiple universes. Like it's even said it in the last movie. Is he's like, is this Stewart or McAvoy that we're talking about here? Like, that was fun. But back to Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man's a huge character, and you gotta do it right, especially after you shit on the screen for 6 movies or 5 movies. Yeah. So, and I think it's moving in the right direction, with the exception of the eyes, according to Landon and John.
We're not the biggest fans of them. It's not like we're like I don't hate the suit.
It's because the eyes are freaking
weird.
The Deadpool eyes set the pinnacle.
Yeah,
I understand. And I think they're better eyes than what we've gotten up to this point. We've had like some Nike clear through glasses with the Amazing Spider-Man, and then you just had the cloth suit with the I'm surprised Peter Parker didn't die every time he fell in the water in the first movies, because that had to be like waterboarding himself. Yeah, like that suit was trash. But now we got the awesome Homecoming Spider-Man. But I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good Spider-Man movie. It'll be better than Amazing Spider-Man 2. Anything's better than that. I wouldn't say Spider-Man 3 was better than Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, it was
I think
not.
It was an even tie.
They're both shit.
They're both pretty bad. But
there's like different colors of poop.
What do you think?
Amazing Spider-Man 2 was green poop, and then 3 was just normal poop.
Yeah, just normal color. Like there's a lot of food coloring in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with a suit. But Johnny, what would your prediction be? Rotten Tomato score for Spider-Man Homecoming. Coming out 7/7/2017.
I'm going to say 82.
82? That's strong. That's
and I'm also going to say, please stop changing Spider-Man. Just pick a person.
I agree.
And do
I think it's time to
I think Marvel will stick with it for at least
young.
3 or 4 movies.
He's very young. What about you?
Yeah, but probably 85.
I'm going to go with recent trends.
It's going to be a good movie.
And say it's going to come north of 90%.
Really?
If Doctor Strange came in at 90%, I think this one can too. The
thing with Doctor Strange is that you knew what you were getting with Benedict Cumberbatch. Like he's an established actor. This kid, no one knows. Yeah. So
but you still got Robert Downey and you still got Michael Keaton. So
yeah, that's true.
They can steal the show as well.
Supporting group for him.
I'm just hoping for once and Spider-Man has the best villains. I'm just hoping it'll be a good villain in a Marvel film for once.
Yep, Spidey has the best villain cast in Marvel.
And Vulture could be really fun. The thing about the other Marvel movies is they just always throw in villains as a side thing. Like even Guardians, it was kind of like, we're doing our own thing, and then whatever his name was is over here doing his thing, and he's going to be evil in the end. Ronan was a cool character.
Yeah,
he was cool, but I just don't think they used him enough.
Like telling fucking Thanos to fuck off. Yeah, that was great.
We know how we feel about Guardians.
That was Lee Pace.
Yeah, Lee Pace I like Lee Pace.
Was that the actor's name?
Yeah, that was.
He was in those wonderful Hobbit movies.
Yeah, it was.
He's also in *Halt and Catch Fire* from AMC.
Oh, really?
I don't know what his name is.
What?
Like, what's his dad?
Thranduil?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, Thranduil.
Oh, did you say it? Oh, God, I wasn't listening.
Oh, shit. Those Hobbit movies. Still haven't watched the last one.
I haven't either. I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And I just haven't watched it.
The extended version of 3 is actually good.
Is it watchable?
Yes, it is actually
kind of like
watchable.
The extended version of Batman
The extended version
Superman.
of 2 is still garbage.
No.
It is absolutely garbage.
I didn't watch any of the extendeds.
Extended version of 1, I like the extended version of 1 just because it has more Bilbo in it. But the 3, they actually had blood in it. Like, it got rated R. Like, they were, hacking people's heads off, and there was blood everywhere. I was like, the battle sequence actually was fun to watch.
He thought he could get away with much more than what he could. Because, the original Lord of the Rings movies were very violent. There was a lot of heads cutting off and stuff.
Not a lot of blood squirting out of that.
There was a lot of blood?
Yeah, there's actually
CG
blood when they crush him in.
But did you watch the original one before that came out?
I saw it in theaters.
Okay, was it much different?
It was terrible. And yeah, it is a little different because they added in, it's like 20 or 30 minutes worth of extra stuff. Because, I mean, that's what fucking Peter Jackson does. It's like...
He just keeps recording. Like his King Kong movie was like 5 hours long.
That is a bad movie. That is a bad one. It's okay. Good. It is great for the first half of the movie, and then it just drags on forever.
I remember watching it in this crappy ass theater. It's been like, is there going to be an intermission? Godly, I gotta go pee. Fucking long. But yeah, that was our trailer reactions for the day. What do you think of Spider-Man: Homecoming and War for the Planet of the Apes and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer?
There you go.
Was that good?
Got him, yeah.
Was that a good, like, hey, let's get some fan interaction. Or at least some...
Yeah, comment.
Comment below, yes.
If you hate this video, just like it.
Yeah, just like it.
Go
just
fuck yourself.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care what you do. If you're listening at home, just talk to yourself. Say, I thought Spider-Man looked great, and we'll hear it. We'll hear it. I'll be sitting.
Well, you just comment and put a like on the video, or if, like I said, if you hate it, you can dislike it and you can unsubscribe from us. And I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. But yeah, I think that's a good stopping point for this week's podcast.
I'm just gonna be really violent to the audience if anyone watches it. If you're watching this,
you should
thank you.
Landon.
And if you hate me, fuck you. I hate you too, bitch.
That's how you do it. That's how Landon does it. Landon's stone cold killer, Steve Austin.
No.
But yeah, thanks for joining me this week, guys, at my house and doing a podcast.
That was great.
It was wonderful. I'm glad that we do this all the time.
Is Alan going to be here next week?
We will find out. That's the mystery.
Find out next
time if Alan's going to be here.
I will say this, Alan. You're not in any of the videos this week. Ooh, how'd that happen? Because the retro is just us three.
Oh, yeah.
Did he appears in one of them.
He appears in the very last portion of retro, which is a long way away.
There we go.
In a galaxy far, far away. Yeah. Far, far away. But if you want to follow any of us on Twitter, you can always see what we're doing with the channel over at Gamer Misconduct on Twitter. All one word.
Gamer.
I struck the mic when I did that. You can follow me over on Twitter at @T_crossbow. What about you, Landon?
You can follow me at Brass Nunkey.
Johnny Pickles 89.
All one word for those two fellas right there.
And if I actually have been tweeting a little bit.
Have you?
I don't use Twitter too much.
He's using the tweeter.
Yeah.
The tweeter. Yeah, we tell these people to, hey, come follow us. We're not going to do anything with it. We're just going to retweet our main channel. But yeah, that's fun. And if you're listening to the podcast, come check us out over on our YouTube channel. You can see our beautiful faces every single week. You can see us play some bitcha games. And sometimes we might hit that stream button on our Elgato gaming systems. Most likely not, because we don't do that anymore.
We need
or
to.
at least I haven't in a while. We do need to.
We need to.
I get sad. Yeah, and that link is youtube.com/game misconduct, all one word. Mm-hmm. So, fellas, this has been great.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to some movies.
Good podcast.
Good podcast.
Great.
Looking forward to these wonderful movies coming out, brought to you by Marvel. And
whoever does
War.
Is it Universal?
Yeah, it's Universal. There it is. So, cool. Join us next week where we will maybe have an Alan appearance.
Maybe.
Bye.